have an admittedly insane idea, but if I don't ask you this, it's just gonna haunt me the rest of my life. I have no idea what your situation is, but I feel like we have some kind of connection, right?
Yeah, me too.
Great. So listen, here's the deal. This is what we should do. You should get off the train with me here in Vienna and come check out the town.
Hello. My name is Steven, and this is the Movie Club podcast. And with me this week is Heather. Say hello to the people, Heather.
What's up, guys? Hello, people.
Heather is here with me to discuss Richard Linklater's 1995 romance drama movie, Before Sunrise. And Heather just got done explaining to me that she was she got too ambitious, or not too ambitious, but she got ahead of herself, and she watched the whole trilogy. This movie is a part of a trilogy, and she watched it all. And I was just like, okay, well, I wanted to do a podcast on all of them separately, but because I've only seen the first one.
It's all good.
And you watched all of them. So
I had to. I had time for 2 more movies, and it's a trilogy. I thought, why not?
Oh my gosh. So, well, I will say right off the bat that even though I knew this movie was part of a trilogy, I had no idea where it was going until pretty much the end. Well,
you knew what was going to happen.
I'm getting ahead of myself. What's kind of non-spoiler thoughts do I have about the movie that don't tell the ending, or that do you have? You go first.
Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, it's kind of hard to do this when I've seen all of them. Okay, let's just
pretend. That's why it was like, oh, you shouldn't watch all of them.
No, I can do this. Okay. Thoughts after watching it? I was like, does it really need to be spoiler free? It came out in 1995.
But did you not just watch it until just now?
Fine. It was very romantic. Lots of little things in there. Was super charming, and the dialogue is very intricate. Like, you can tell, like, it feels improvised. And I think while I was reading it, like, a lot of it wasn't. Like, it's very like specific to like make it seem natural, and that's what it feels like, which is really cool. I will say, I wouldn't say it's like super timeless. Like, I think maybe like someone watching it today, like myself or someone younger than me, wouldn't really find this to be like, oh, like this is like Notting Hill, like I could watch this like and show this to my kids, and my kids after that. Like, seems a little bit tiny dated just because it was a little bit slow. I'm not complaining, but I was finding myself getting a little bit distracted. Okay.
Well, what makes it? Would you say that Titanic is timeless?
That's a hard one because I actually don't really like the Titanic at all.
Oh wow! I don't know why. I don't know. I thought that you said that you liked
I look like a Titanic person?
No, I could have swore like you said that you liked it before.
No.
Okay. Well, so what makes this movie not timeless to you?
Without spoiling, I don't know what's a spoiler anymore, really. I think in the beginning...
it's anything that gives away the ending, really.
Okay, well, this doesn't give away the ending, but when they first meet, it was cute and stuff, but I just, like in typical romance movies, right, you gotta like put yourself in the protagonist's situation, and you kind of like are like, oh, I wish that would happen to me. I cannot fully say I would get off the train with this man. Like, oh, he a little sus. And then as the day went on, he was asking some real freaky questions, and I was like, I don't know if I would continue this day with him.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Celine, yeah, she was like cool with it, but I was like, myself, I was not like, yeah, this is so cute. I was kind of like, huh, what do you say? Why do you say that? What's going on?
Even if it was Ethan Hawke, you would have been like, man, this man is sus. Not like obvious, but a guy that looked like Ethan Hawke without being Ethan Hawke.
Right. It really is about like sustenance, right? Like what he's saying, like the time travel thing, that was good, right? You would get off the train with the time traveler. That was like, but then he was, I don't know, he just kept on asking weirder and weirder questions.
He did ask a lot of weird
And I
questions.
was like, bro, you might want to take it back a notch. You just better.
I think that, I don't know. It didn't feel like timely to me. I in the age of like, you know, the fucking, there's like TikTok and shit. Yeah, you know,
TikTok.
and like neither of
TikTok before we leave.
neither of them. Yeah, neither of them were looking at like. I mean, like, I don't know. Like nobody was looking at a phone, like a smartphone or anything like that. But like, does that make it not timely? Like, and people say like the Titanic is like timeless. I mean, I don't, because it's like a love story for the ages and stuff like that. I say that this movie is more, it's more timely than the Titanic. If
I would agree with you then. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before sunrise over Titanic.
Oh my god.
Join us.
I mean, I also just don't. It's also the Titanic is like 4 hours long. So
yeah, double VHSs. What the heck was that?
I liked the vibe of this movie. It was very just like calm, and
yes,
I don't know. It didn't play up like a normal romance movie, I guess. Like a
yes.
I don't know. There were no like in Titanic, there's like conflict and everything like that. But then there's no real conflict in this movie. It's just like these two people talking, like kind of falling in love with each. No, yeah, they like fall in love with each other.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler. It's a romance movie. I don't know. This movie had a really good vibe, like I said, and like you said, and the dialogue was very intricate. Do you have anything else to say that's not spoiler? I'm just gonna,
Well, I want to ask you, what drew you to this movie? Because like I had like a whole list that had probably 100 movies on there, and you were like, I want to watch Before Sunrise.
What did? I don't know. I think I saw that it was on HBO Max, and then I saw it on your list.
And you're like, oh,
and I think I saw the majority of movies that were on your list, and it just popped out to me because I'm like, I haven't watched a romance movie in a while. I usually watch like
action, blood.
No, yeah, I usually watch like horror or I don't know, like thriller, mysteries, that kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to watch a new movie or a movie I haven't seen. That's, I don't know, it's a romance movie.
Keep you at peace.
To keep me at peace instead of just all like anxious and shit. And this movie pulled through on that, what I wanted to feel. It made me feel calm and just like it's like a slice of life movie, kind of, but also it's not just like, this isn't a normal day for them.
Right.
I don't know.
Slice of life, but just like a little more interesting because who's on a train to Vienna.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's not like a normal slice of life like he was talking about in the movie where the like GoPros strapped to people's heads and seeing people like brush their teeth in that cable access television show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's spoiler it up. So, did you think that they were gonna? Well, did you think that they were going to, meet up again? Did you know that it was part of a trilogy?
I did, but like you, I had really no idea what it was really about.
Yeah.
And at the end, at the end, I think they were like, it just depends if you're like a romantic or not. Like if you are, then you think they meet together, and if you're not, then you don't think they meet together. But then they like want to say it in the next movie. So
okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was kind of like, I was in between. I was like, I think. Oh wait, I don't know if I can say that. Never mind. I can't think anything.
Does it go into the next movie? What you were gonna say? Uh,
But I'm just saying, whatever I was thinking, I was right.
okay. Okay. It's something that we'll never know what you were thinking you were right about. Okay.
Until
I'll
you
take your
watch
word
the
for it.
next movie.
I liked how they were at the end. They were like, okay, we're not going to write. We're not going to say that we'll call or whatever. We're just going to meet back here. And at first they were like 5 years. And I was like, that's great. I was like, that's a great length of time for them to like, you know, like in
Yeah.
reality, like film the movie and then release the movie in like exactly
That
5 years
Avengers
time.
Endgame timeline 5 years later.
Exactly. But then they were like 6 months. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, that's I was like, that's a little too soon for me. That's a little too soon. Like a year, I would have been okay with that. But like, I mean, it makes sense because they were all like, they were very, they were very much in love and like didn't want to leave each other at the end. So it makes sense for 6 months. But I wanted it to be like 5 years to like, you know, time jump. And shit like
Yeah, that would have been cool. I was also thinking that. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Then maybe that's where the next one comes up. And then they're like, 6 months. I was like, what?
Yeah.
December? When it's
Yeah.
cold?
Yeah, that was, I don't know. I wish I would have did 5 years.
I know. I was like, man, you won't wait 6 months to catch that bag all over again? This
Yeah.
has to take a plane and then go on the train. All she had to do was get on the train.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you want them at the end of this movie to get together or stay together instead of, you know, leaving?
I'll say yeah. Yeah. I just want to see what happened, you know.
Yeah.
What if they met up? Like they had great chemistry.
They did.
But I don't. This is difficult to answer. It's like I'm trying to imagine like what would happen if I didn't know what would happen.
Oh my God.
This is my B. But yeah, I think I did want to see them end up together. I mean, that's like a once in a lifetime thing, right? If you like find someone that you really connect with in like one day and willing to kind of throw off your original plans for, and it all works out. I'm like, what bigger sign is that to stay together?
Yeah. But then he was also talking about how like you get basically how marriage is like a sham and like you don't stay in one relationship for a long time and it's not supposed to stay like that forever. And in marriage, then you just end up with someone and then, you know, you wonder what could have been and that kind of thing. So I was like, do I want them to be together? Because like that could just happen to them because they're in love now, but then later, I don't know. You know what happens.
I get what you're saying though, to like instead of kind of seeing it through and then it end up like terribly, just to like leave it there and it be like preserved in like this perfect day.
Yeah, that's why I kind of wish that they were like, okay, we'll meet up in 5 years time and then in 5 years from then they do it again or a year or they shorten the gap or something like that instead of I don't know what happens. They could get married in the next one. Who knows?
No. Not me.
I was gonna say not you and people that have watched the trilogy. Did you get more annoyed with Ethan Hawke's character as Jesse James as the movie went on?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. You know, I guess it was kind of fun to have this like him being like the pessimistic guy in the beginning, but then after a while I was like, you Debbie Downer, can you have a little bit of fun here?
Yeah, like for me at first it was like nice because they were in love and like it seemed like a really good time. It was like they were like charming together, and then Ethan Hawke said more things and did more things that like annoyed me, and I was just like, oh, is this like is it supposed to be like this? Because like, you know, that's love and like you fall in love and then gradually you get annoyed. And like later they were asking each other like what if, and if you had to pick something right now, what annoys me,
right?
And like what would bug you? And I was like, And then did Richard Linklater purposely do this to like? Did he purposely make him like more annoying as the movie goes on? Did he? But I
Maybe
don't-
possibly projecting onto himself, like, because it's kind of based on experience that he had.
Is it?
Yeah, you didn't. Okay.
No, I see. I don't see. I didn't know anything about the movie. I just knew that it was a romance
word.
movie. No, go ahead. Tell me. Inform
Yeah,
me.
because so I wanted to see it because I mean there was that GIF on Tumblr that was trending of this movie. It's that part where he like is about to like put her hair back on the bus, and then
Yeah,
she like,
yeah.
oh, so cute, love it. I like screamed when I saw. I was like, that's so cute.
I didn't know that was a. I didn't know that was a popular GIF. I noticed that part too, and I was like, oh, that was.
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But besides that, it was probably on Instagram, like on Film Enthusiast or something like that, where like Richard Linklater based it on a real experience he had with like a woman named Amy that he had met in Philadelphia, and they walked in the city all night together, and then they kind of like lost touch or whatever, and it inspired him to make this movie. And in 2010, like he never heard from her again. And then 2010, he found out that she died before the movie could come out. And I was like, yeah, so she never saw it.
Oh my
and I
God.
was like, I want to die, so I have to see this movie for Amy.
Oh my God. I did not know that. That's so sad.
Literally the saddest thing I've ever heard. He basically made this movie like for her to like find her again, and she died.
She died before it came out. Oh my God.
Yes.
That's,
She died in 1994, and I think it came out in 1995.
yeah, that's so heartbreaking.
It literally like I just stabbed my heart over and over when I read that. I was like, yeah,
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie. Do this justice.
Is Richard? Are you familiar with any of Richard Linklater's work outside of this, besides like like School of Rock and shit?
Didn't he? He did School of Rock.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's weird watching this movie and then being like, oh yeah, this is the guy that made School of Rock. He also
That's
made.
crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. He made Boyhood.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Then I watched Boyhood.
Did you like Boyhood?
Did you not like it?
I've only watched it once, and that was like around the time it came out. I didn't like it.
Yeah, like 2014.
Yeah, I think if I watch it with fresh eyes, that I might like it more, just because it's more. I don't know. There wasn't much conflict in the movie from what I remember, but I mean, I don't know. It kind of just seemed like a gimmick to me at the time, but I don't know. Maybe if I watch it now, I might like it.
Yeah,
more.
I liked it. I mean, I came into it thinking that it was gonna be exactly what it was. I was like, this is basically a documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
And I liked it. I mean, I don't always like those like boring movies.
Wow.
Nothing happens. Like people complain about Roma. They're like, this is like about nothing. Or Moonlight. People are like, this is about nothing. But
No, there was conflict in Moonlight. Have you seen The Florida Project?
yes, and I liked it.
Yeah, that's kind of a movie.
Why people don't like them, because they are kind of boring. But I like them.
I mean, they just don't have conflict, and they're more just like, I mean, they're like this movie. There's no
kind of like you don't really know where this is going.
Right.
You're just letting it go.
Yeah, it's funny because I was watching this with Morgan, and she was like,
which movie? Before Sunrise?
Before Sunrise, yeah.
Okay.
We were watching this, and she was like, "What's the point of this movie?" And I was like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, "You really like?" I mean, I didn't say it, but I probably will after this. I was like, "You really like?" She like loves The Florida Project, and there's like nothing happens then.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like some conflict, I guess, with like the mom and drugs and prostitution and stuff like that. But really, the movie has like no plot. It's really just follows this one girl, and this movie just follows these two people.
Exactly.
What else was I gonna say? Oh my God, I can't. So now we can't do it. Have you seen Dazed and Confused?
No.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, no, why'd you bring it up?
I don't know, because it's like most popular movie.
Oh,
I,
yeah. I haven't seen
now I either have to speed watch these two movies. How would you even discern the middle one from the first one and the last one? That's oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, it makes sense that you don't. I'm interested.
Pretty distinctive, gotta say.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm interested to see if they actually is it that they actually come back in 6 months. They have to. That maybe.
I wonder.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't have. There's not. I can't say much about this movie. It's just. It's. I don't know. It's a movie. It's kind of a feel good movie. It's not. It's not like a. It's not like instant family feel good, but it's
Right.
like. But it's like. I don't know. It's like oddly comforting just watching these people's lives, and there's no conflict. It's just kind of they fall in love, and that's it.
What I've concluded is that it's better looking back at the movie than actually watching the movie.
Really?
Yes, because when I'm watching it, like I think I can pick out a lot of things that I don't like about Jess's character, or how I didn't like how Celine like responded to him and everything. But then when I look back, I'm like, oh, like when they're exchanging glances at the sound booth thing, like they're not sure if they like each other or not, or they're like laying in the grass, like that part's so cute. But then when I'm watching it, like, and he's talking like about monkeys, and then being like, oh, like, you know, that dude just like plugged in your word in the poem, right? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
like I just got annoyed.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like saying, like, looking back on the movie and seeing those like charming moments, I feel like is more satisfying than the actual movie.
I feel like what you are talking about right now is like how people look back at relationships and they're like, and they're like, and they're like, oh my gosh, I remember this really good time and blah blah blah. About they like, I don't know, you think about the good times, but then like while you're in it, it seems like the bad times are, you know, more prevalent.
Yes, maybe that was a point.
So maybe it was the point, or maybe you just didn't like this movie while you were watching it, and then
could have been. I mean, it could be also my fault. Like maybe I put too much high merit into it, thinking this was gonna be super romantic, and it was very.
Do you not?
I mean, again, looking back, it's super romantic. Watching it, I was like, kind of whack. I still liked it, but I will say that I liked the one after Before Sunset. I like that one a lot better. And then Before Midnight, I think that's the third one.
Okay.
I would say I like that the most, but I'll say the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes is better than the whole trilogy. It's the best of the whole trilogy, but the middle. Really
you're saying that this movie, the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes are better than the whole trilogy?
Before Midnight, the last one.
Oh, okay. Huh. Now, I want to ask you more questions about the middle one and the last one, but I don't want to spoil
sorry about that. Jump the gun.
Jump the gun. Oh my God.
I was just so interested. Like, I mean, I'm not like, without the first one, we wouldn't have any of the other ones. Got to respect to that. But I think Richard Linklater I think he helped write the screenplay and stuff, but I think he just fine-tuned a lot of stuff over the years. So.
I'm really interested to see how they like change as people, and like if they just like get together and catch up, or if things are the same, or things like that. Do they get married? Oh my God.
What do you think happens?
I don't know. I mean, I know that there's 2 more movies, so they have to meet up at least 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
And they could, like I said, they could get married in the second one. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And then they could be miserable in the third one. Or they, I don't know, maybe the next one's just 6 months later, and then they meet up in another like 5 years, 10 years, or something like that. I don't know. It bugs me that you know and that I don't know.
It also bugs me that I can't say anything.
Well, I guess this is the end of the podcast.
Sorry, guys. I like Before Sunrise. Don't get it twisted. Don't peg me as the girl that was like, Before Sunrise. I liked it.
You liked it looking back, but you didn't enjoy it while you were watching it.
Yeah. Sorry. Also, I did say that I was not willing to watch the other two because I heard that it got worse. Whoever said that lied to me. You're a liar. I will come and find you. You have to apologize because it's just simply not true.
Okay. So. Do you think that they get better as they go on, or they're the same quality? Do you? Okay. Did you enjoy watching did you enjoy the movies while you were watching them, of the second and the third one?
I would say for the second one, yes. And for the third one, only for the first 10 and the last 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes they just be talking and talking. And you're like, Richard, I don't care anymore.
That's the whole movie. They just talk. And I think, yeah.
No, but can you make it a little interesting?
Yeah. Okay. Now I feel like I have to watch the rest of them today.
Yes, please.
I'm not.
We must discuss.
I think I've only seen. This isn't podcast worthy talk, but I think the second one is the only one on HBO Max, and then the third one I'll just have to find somewhere.
That's right. Just do what I did. Just finesse.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Heather, for coming on. Wait, say that again. Wait.
No problem.
Okay. Where can the people find you where you want them to find you on the internet?
Whoa, you giving me my own little plug?
Yep,
like hot ones?
Yeah, of course.
The hot ones? This is great.
We can do this next time, but with chicken wings.
Let's get it.
Okay.
I'm a vegan. I'm pretty sure you're a vegan too, right?
Are you a vegan?
Yeah.
What? Since when? I didn't know that. What?
2 years. Or 3.
For 2 years?
Or 3. I don't remember.
What the fuck? Where have I been? But yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to save the planet, right? And
yeah, exactly. High five through Zoom.
Yeah, we're just not trying to treat the animals like trash. Plus, climate change and also racism. So. And
yeah, I mean, it's bad for the environment, bad for your body, and bad for the animals, and climate change, and racism.
And racism.
And racism. Hashtag and racism. So Heather, where can people find you and your views on veganism and racism?
I don't really have much stuff. I just have a YouTube channel that I'm very proud of. So if you have anything bad to say about it, don't. It's just my name, Heather Yee. So
we'll link that in the description of wherever you're listening to this.
Yeah, for sure. Is this going to be on Spotify or something?
This is going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. And everyone will know that if they listen to the outro that Trey is going to tack on to the end of this, after me already doing this outro right now. You can find me on I was going to say LinkedIn. You can find me on Letterboxd. Don't find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Letterboxd. My name on there is Cut to Black. It's Cut TO Black, not the number 2. Still hope to change that soon. I need to change that to like Vegan Film Snob. And I think that's it.
Let's see each other again.
I don't want you to break our vow, just so you can get laid. Men are lucky we don't bite off their head after mating. Certain insects do that, like spiders and stuff. Mm-hmm. We at least let you live.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure that you check out the other shows that we have on the Facebook, the other main podcast that comes out every other Tuesday. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends and your family. Go check out our YouTube where we have content from other Production 1200 works. And make sure you follow us on the Instagram. We post sometimes there. We'll do more. We'll try. Maybe. Like us on iTunes podcast, rate and review, give us them 5 stars, and we'll see you next time.